Alright, Shalom. I like to say, call a little while, which all prayers on Gordon Hebrew, to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Bakar Kadash, the all surpass the old great mission. Bless God, the elect, few sisters, and as our foreigners, awaken to the truth. My name is Kamafi from the GMS Cleveland branch. Coming at you another video lesson. Yeah, Esau, he's up to no good, as always. A lot of malicious activity going on that I've been hearing from this earthquake that happened in Venezuela recently. And when I play this video, this is going to enlighten you in what's really going on, because truth is meant to come out now. You know, as we are in these last days, the truth is going to spring forth, as the scriptures talk about in Psalms 85 chapter. Truth shall spring out of the earth. So this devil is not going to be able to cover everything up with his lies anymore. All right. Yahushua said it best, that whatever is secret shall come to the light. And that's what's happening, man. All right. You saw, you know, he tries to hide his tracks, but, you know, people always seems to find a way to what's really going on, to the truth, because that's what the Lord wants the truth to be revealed. Okay, I'm going to play this video, and then I'm going to hit some scriptures. Bear with me. It's not too long, but it's much needed for me to play the video duration. All right, but here we go.
Right now is not from a natural disaster. The same weapon system that caused the earthquakes in Haiti is the same weapon system that was used in Venezuela just before the earthquakes. But Chavez warned of this weapon system all the way back in 2010.
Chavez is saying that the U.S. Navy launched a weapon
in Venezuela just before the earthquakes. But Chavez warned of this weapon system all the way back in 2010.
Chavez is saying that the U.S. Navy launched a weapon capable of inducing a powerful earthquake off the shore of Haiti. He adds that this time it was only a drill, and the final target is destroying and taking over Iran.
Did you catch the last part? He said the final target will be Iran. The same trafficking operation that they had in Haiti to send kids to Epstein Island is the same thing they're doing in Venezuela now.
Something just really got me this morning. I was watching videos coming out of Venezuela, and what's going on there is worse than what we can imagine. Now, I don't have all the answers. All I can do is use my platform and my following to raise awareness on this issue, because apparently a lot of the people looking for family members, the police and military aren't allowing them to get to the areas that they need to get to. But the real disturbing thing that's going on is that apparently they are taking traumatized and orphaned children to use for child trafficking, which breaks my heart, obviously, because, well, I mean, how evil can you get? I mean, to use something as horrific as what's happened to then go to the next step and then start taking the children is just a stain on humanity. It's not even humans doing it. These people are evil. They're not even like us, right? But this is what we're dealing with. And on top of that, the police are robbing what's left of of anything people own out of the rubble. They're just taking stuff. And it's just horrific. Like I say, I don't have all the answers. You know, those people are... I'm very close to Latin America. I live in Mexico, so I know what the people are like, and I just want to share their suffering in the hope that it raises awareness on the issue, because what's going on out there is far worse than any of us can imagine. So please share this.
Hermanos, si tienen familiares que tenían niños allá en La Guaira, lo más recomendable que yo les digo ahorita, vayan para allá, porque si sus familiares y sus hijos quedaron a la intemperie, hermano, Mr. Pizza, yo no puedo hablar mucho de esto porque esto es algo de la él a nivel mundial, pueden a uno por hablar de estas cosas, pero aquí en Venezuela está operando eso y tienen que cuidar los peluches, porque Mr. Pizza se lo puede. Entonces, están robándose los peluches para venderlo, hermano. Así que
There's a large number of missing children in Venezuela following the major earthquake, and people on the ground are sounding the alarm that something nefarious is going on. And parents that are looking for their children and being interviewed by the news are telling some strange stories.
Also, one of the people who's quite affected. I would like you to first give me your first and last name, please.
I am Noraima Perez, a waitress at the Tamuribe Clinic, and I am here affected because my 4 children are missing. My daughter Aranza Lopez was taken out alive, but they took her out with a last name that is not hers. Aranza Vergara appears in Social Security. I have looked for her in all the hospitals in Caracas, and she does not appear where they transferred her either.
And if you're like me and you're questioning whether or not this clip is real because the woman being interviewed has an Indian accent, I asked Rock, and the footage appears to be authentic, and what she's saying is that her daughter's name was changed to something else. And now she's completely missing from the system. People online are also reporting very strange listings on Vinted, like this one, a 3-year-old pizza rabbit for $6,300, which is very reminiscent to what was happening on Wayfair several years ago. The organization Save the Children is on the ground and also asking for donations, the same organization that Hillary Clinton has a long and rich history with. She's advocated for the organization, she's raised money for the organization, and she's also collabed with the organization through the Clinton Foundation. Any claims that she used this organization to traffic children is just a conspiracy theory that started in 2020 money along with Pizzagate. And we know how that turned out. The reason I'm sharing this information is because there's still 100,000 children in Venezuela missing and an additional 680,000 children that need family reunification. So if there is evil at play here, it's important that we shed light on what's going on in hopes that it stops. If you see a listing like this on Vinted, Wayfair, Pinterest, or any other app, report it immediately. Praying for all the people in Venezuela that have been affected by this earthquake, and especially the children.
There is a huge concern inside the Venezuela community that needs to be addressed in an international capacity because it involves kids, including babies. Hundreds of them already being reported as orphans. They were being rescued without their parents or anybody that they know. Some of them, they don't even talk. Unfortunately, we in Venezuela have previous story during natural disaster aftermath of kids being disappeared or kidnapped. There's evidence that inside Venezuela, there's a high rate of human trafficking activity, and we've already seen videos of people trying to kidnap and take kids that are left without parents. So what we're asking to the international community, mainly those organizations that fight against human trafficking and have resources for prevention, is that you can monitor this situation really closely, that you can get in touch with the institutions inside Venezuela that take care of these issues, having in mind that the lack of resources is just unimaginable. We don't trust in the government for things like this. We actually don't want to trust the government with these kids because things that happened in the past. Some of them are in hospitals being treated for injuries. Some others are near to the people that are trying to rescue people under the rubbles, but the situation is increasingly heavy. And this is a very desperate beg for help in this matter.
For thousands of missing Venezuelan children, the earthquake is not over. The most dangerous part is just now beginning. The exact same trafficking operation that they did in Haiti to send kids to Epstein Island is being done right now in Venezuela. The app being used to traffic these children is called Vinted. Here's one of the posts. It says, rescue Venezuelan plushie from the earthquake, 3,800 euros. After the earthquake, posts like these are all over the websites. 3 years old. Use DM for measurements. I said before, the same trafficking operation that the Clinton Foundation did in Haiti, they're now trying to do in Venezuela.
According to UNICEF, 3.9 million children live in the areas the earthquake hit. In the chaos, thousands have already been separated from their families, and these separated kids are at risk of being taken and exploited unless they are found and reunited with family members fast. I've already been getting videos in the dead of night about this because there is a known trafficking ring in Venezuela.
These assholes know no bounds. Not only is it not enough to prevent the aid from landing in Venezuela, not only is it not enough to prevent rescuers from going into Venezuela, not only is it not enough to use whatever little resources you have because you've been stealing from the people for 20-something years to let your people die in those remains of the earthquake, not only are all those things not enough, you guys also support and shield pedos that are stealing children from centers, shelters, from hospitals, from the buildings, the collapsed buildings. Children are being stolen in Venezuela. Children are being stolen in Venezuela. Protect the children, spread the news, tag your Congress people, tag whoever the fuck needs to hear this message, because those murderers are not only murdering their people, they're also covering up child trafficking.
Alright, so there you go. Okay. There you go. Esau is this is a very maniacal, crooked man. Alright, scripture talk about the spirit animals are not upright. And as we can clearly see, it definitely ain't. Like, you know, his coming is after the coming Satan. Alright, that's why Esau indulged in all this type of behavior, because he is the evil force in the planet Earth. And his God is Satan. He are the children of Satan. So it's no wonder, you know what I'm saying, that he does all this nefarious activity. Alright, cause this shit is just like, damn man, this dude has no limit of how far he goes with his wickedness. You know? But Satan requires that sacrifices. Demons require that sacrifice in order for him to have power, to have his success, his riches. The God of this world, Satan. So, therefore, this man, he worships Satan. And if y'all ain't see how the BET Awards was, that goes to show you. That goes to show you who all these Negroes, all them black, so-called black people, all right, who they down with, all right. You know, that goes to show you who they down with, who they sold out to. Okay, if you look at the theme of it, it was red and black, basically. You know, those sacrificial colors. All right, darkness and blood, basically. That's red and black symbolizes. So I'm gonna get this real quick so I can get the scriptures. So I can, what is this? Where was that? So I'm gonna start with this scripture. This is Deuteronomy 32. Here you go. Deuteronomy 32, 33 and 24. It says, and of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children, and let him be accepted to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil. So that's talking about the so-called, Brazilians, okay, to Colombia, Uruguay, all right, down there in South America. What Asher means? Ashar means he's happy. He is happy. Okay. And you look at the people of Brazil, they always seem like they in a very happy mood. Okay. They're always optimistic. All right. When you look at their faces, their demeanor, pleasant, smiling. Just look at just type in any picture, you see a lot of people down there in Brazil. Like I said, it always seems like they in this they just always smiling, got a fine smile on their face. Okay. It said let Asher be blessed with children. And let me see that. I'm just gonna I screenshot this shit. I typed in meaning Deuteronomy 33 and 24 in ChatGPT or in Google. This is Moses prophetically blessed the blessing over the tribe of Asher before his death. It promises that Asher would be the most favored among the tribes, enjoying peaceful harmony. That's why I said, man. The tribe of Asher, Brazilians, Colombians, they always seem like they in a very, as it's describing, a harmony spirit, man. And joyful, right? Joyful spirit with his brother, and experienced such extraordinary agriculture, wealth, and prosperity that he could particularly dip his foot in oil. Let's see what it said about that. Well, it's talking about Brazil is one of the holders of the world's most oil reserves in the world. Okay, Brazil. So let's talk about they have a great abundance of oil in their the natural resource in the country. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, it's when it talks about the children. I'll type it in. Let me see. Let me see it. I'll type it in. Damn, those fucking mosquitoes, man. Even they smiling. The indigenous smiling. Damn, those fucking mosquitoes, man. Get the fuck up out of this. It's like it, man. Damn, that one in the middle, man. It's thick. Shit. I mean, y'all get this. I'm just trying to see if we got any more pictures. It's like, yeah, like I said, they always smiling, man. It's cheesing, bro. Some of those crackers, though. It's mainly the Negro looking ones, and you gonna have confusion in the faces, Our people gonna look like everybody. I can't even say that. The point being is, the people of Brazil are happy people. Now, this is the main point. It says, the most blessing of sons, let him be favored by his brother. This highlights specific favor, honor, and a harmonious social standing among the tribes of Israel. The Hebrew can also be read as being blessed with numerous and continuing increasing descendants. Exactly. Lots of children. The tribe of Asher has lots of children. Okay. See his kids right there. Let me talk about some of the ministries. There you go, man. Group portrait. Who knows? I think they might be same family. They have a lot of children, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot of children, bro. See that? Be all in ghetto slums. There'd be like 10 of them in them little slum houses. Look at all them children, man. See that? Look at that, man. And them poor ass comps. All them kids, man. Okay, yes, y'all get the point. So even ChatGPT knows that the tribe of Asher, the Brazilians, down there in Brazil, South America, they would have a lot of children, which is part of the prophecy. And so what does that have to do? Why to bring that out? Because, you know, as you can clearly see in that video, they trafficking children down there, and they use a heart machine to create this earthquake so they can grab up children. Because what? The God that the Esau served is what? Molech, Baal. In the Epstein files, they had inscriptions or paperwork of how the Epstein, all the people in Epstein himself worship Baal. He has an account called the Baal account. But it says Molech is an ancient deity famously associated with the practice of child sacrifice. So, Molech is another name for Baal. Primary document in Hebrew associated with Canaanites. That's a Canaanite god. Phoenician and Amorite culture. Associated debate whether who is Molech, cultural origins. Molech is the best known as the patron god Ammonites. His worship was prevalent in ancient ritual sacrifice. It says ancient texts classify historians describe Molech as being depicted as a bull-headed figure or as a large metal statue. According to these accounts, the idol arms were outstretched over a roaring fire, and parents sacrificed their children by placing them on the heated arms. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that's why all those children were snatched up, man. Because they gonna worship it to Satan. They gonna worship to them demons. So they can. How you think Esau getting all this technology, man? He getting all these ideas from making all this technology from those demons, giving them the knowledge. See, when Esau sacrificed to these demons or Satan, in trade for doing them sacrifices, them demons show them certain knowledge of how to get them ideas and give them knowledge of how to create all these, the 6G, 5G, the data centers. That's how he's able to come up with all these inventions, because the demons give them the knowledge too. That's what they trade the children in for, bro. For power and knowledge. That's what it's about, bro. Okay? That's what it's about. I think it's the last scripture. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1. 2. It says, therefore, chastise them little by little that offend, and warns them by putting them in remembrance wherein they were offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on thee, O power. For it is thy will destroyed by the hands of our fathers, whose old inhabitants of thy holy land. The old inhabitants of the holy land were the Canaanites, the Hamites, okay? One of the sons of Ham, Canaanites, whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, which Esau has adopted those ways. He studies those ways. He always pays homage to his Egyptian culture, because that's the highest form of Satan worship. And also those merciless murders of children and devourers of man's flesh and feast of blood. Dude, they got the chrome drink, all right, the chrome drink, okay, was reported in the Epstein files. They ate men's flesh. This model, Latino supermodel, I think she was Puerto Rican, and she said she was at one of the elite parties, and they was just eating people, man. Like, you order a goddamn pizza, like what's called a pizza case kind of, or you order some food, some takeouts, some DoorDash takeout, something like that, or they just cooking like a regular meal. That's how they eat people up in those them higher ups. And those merciless murders of children. That's why all those children took them from Brazil, or Venezuela, shall I say. They was taken because they're going to be sacrificed. They're going to be touched. You know, they're going to be touched on by the higher ups. All right, because it's something called sex magic. What's his name? Not Alex Caller, the other guy. He did a book on it. He had his own fucking Bible about sex magic. Damn, if I can get his damn name. I can't fucking find this dude. Can't fucking find this dude. Damn, man. Whatever. What the fuck ever. I can't find this guy, man. I cannot fucking find him. Oh, but he came with a whole book on sex magic. Because those demons are attracted to that type of energy. It's all about energy. Okay. And yeah, man. That's why that earthquake happened, bro. That's why that earthquake happened, because because Trump always talking about sick people. Well, he's just one of the sickest ones. Everybody, all these politicians, okay, they're into this black magic. They're into these works, these evil arts, all right, and practices of magic. All right, that's how they granted power through Satan, by committing these rituals. Okay, so yeah, man. Right? The Lord is exposing the devils from left to right. Okay? And the whole world's going to see them for who they truly are. All right? Just wanted to share this. And until the next video, give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, the Mount Pastor, who's going to miss one, bless God, left uses is like from the show.